Swati has raised a very prominent point, Mr. Kidwai. The fact is, it's not the old guard, it's not the G23 in particular, the old, the new. Nobody really trusts the party anymore.
So I think, Preeti, if Mr. Sibal is more disillusioned with G23 or their failure to raise some of the issues at Udaipur than the Gandhis. See, you must remember Mr. Kapil Sibal is a professional. He's always been, I saw him first time in Parliament when he was in that impeachment motion against a Supreme Court judge. So he always wants to be in thick of things. And in the present day Congress, he didn't have any role. So therefore, I think he had reasons to feel disillusioned, and it looks like a long shot being an independent MP from Samajwadi Party and bring this kind of umbrella of non-NDA parties together, etc. But Mr. Sibal is taking this chance, and he was always a kind of dissenter. I remember in 1999 when Sonia Gandhi was contesting as Congress president, and there was a lot of people were unhappy, and in one of the meetings, and mind you, Mr. Sibal formally joined the Congress, I think in 96 or so, and he said, if nobody contests, I will contest against Sonia Gandhi. And finally, of course, Mr. Jitendra Prasad had contested. So I'm saying this streak of independence, this is actually a problem. If you leave aside Dr. Manmohan Singh, see, most professionals in the Congress, they always have this thing about their professional integrity, self-esteem, and this sense of loyalty. So Mr. Sibal was carrying that baggage, but finally he is out of it today.
The fact is, what we were talking about earlier, which was raised with Mr. Kidwai as well, did Kapil Sibal somewhere down the line pay a price of being completely sidelined because he chose to be openly vocal against the Gandhis, the proverbial high command?
Well, that is obvious enough, because anybody who speaks against the high command has shown the exit route or sidelined. It happened many a times when, not only with the Gandhis, but there were second-level leaders. If you refuse to fall in line with their thought, they would say it openly, we'll sideline you. I've heard that many times. So it doesn't come as a surprise, because these are people who said it on your face. But here it is done very silently. They put you in the back of some particular bench, and they form a committee which never meets and all that. I'm not into that. But I think there's much more significant thing that is happening. Congress's next exposure is going to be in the next general election. And if Kapil Sibal ji is supported by SP, this is my assessment, is supported by SP and the team that will follow, the alignments that will follow, I don't see Congress being part of it. I think that is a message that has gone very clearly. Under no circumstances are the Gandhis going to be led. Well, I know it was very kind of Mr. Sibal to say, I don't know the future. Well, nobody knows the future. But if facts are to be followed, I think in future the alignment of the SP with the Congress party is over and out. That is my assessment. But I wish him best of luck for what he has done, because he stood by what he believed. And this is not something he would hide. During a private conversation, he would mention a lot of things which I don't want to go to in public at this juncture. Because there are many things he told me, and many things I will carry till my death with what I heard. Because that's the confidentiality that we maintain. He's a good friend. He's a good mentor. He has been the spokesman of the party. And he would be very frank, if you hurt him or said something against him, he would come back to you and say, well, did you say such a thing? But then if you say that you didn't say that, and he believed you. That's the kind of a man he is. But I wish him, he's an asset for any party, but now that he's standing up as an independent, and his views as an independent member in Rajya Sabha will be heard. But yes, I think in the national interest, he would speak for the nation, for the country, and the country first. I think that is one thing which I think he would move one step forward.
Independent with the support of the Samajwadi Party.